Hi Soul Tribe, welcome to my channel African Gypsy. I'm doing a reading for the star sign Taurus. Happy birthday to all the Taurans around for the month of May. So this is May 14th to the 31st. What does Taurus need to know? What does my darling Taurus need to know in their birthday month? Okay, I've got a couple of cards right up. Spirit is asking you to move forward with a lot more confidence. Despite any limitations that you may have a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things to take care of, a lot of burdens that you actually wake up and you realize that, okay, a lot of these burdens I'm carrying, I'm actually not my burdens. If I look at my own burdens, they're not much to worry about. And I feel that some of you as well, I've got all these number 10 coming in. You've definitely closed off one cycle for a brand new cycle to open up in your life, and that's a very good energy for you. Some of you, you're heading towards a lot more domestic stability, happiness in the home, good relations, even though there may have been conflicts to begin with, maybe as you're freeing yourself of the burdens that you're in. And you're kind of like, you know what, I'm going towards my happiness, I'm going towards advancement, and I'm moving to calmer waters, away from anything that has threatened my peace of mind and my happy kind of space. Right, got a few messages to start us off with. Let me just clarify that. So what is the conflict that Taurus may be going through? It could be internal conflict, it could be conflict with others. Someone could be conflicted by the way you've stood up and become very confident and looking very beautiful. You're on top of your A game, and someone just can't stand it because they're so used to seeing you in a certain light and handling in a certain way, and this has all confused them. And you've decided to walk away from something that was emotionally unfulfilling, something that was affecting your health, something that was toxic, and you found that since you moved away from those energies, your health has improved, your A game is back on, you're feeling more vibrant, you're full of life, you're re-energized and you're rejuvenated in ways that people can't understand. And some people are so conflicted about that. How do you go off and you heal like this and all of that, and you're getting back your respect. Some of you are also getting a fighting to get recognition for work you've put in the past, where you've done a lot of good and no one's giving you the time of day, and you've kind of like felt a bit left out in the cold, like, you know, okay, this is my brainchild, you're running with it, but you're no longer consulting me concerning this brainchild, and you just think, you know, this is really toxic. What is this Queen of Wands? So you're looking beautiful, you're looking handsome, Taurus, and everyone can see it, and you're looking so confident, you're on top of your game, and definitely showing up in your own energy here. And some of you are taking time to pause and look at what you've worked on and what you want to invest in the future in terms of relationships, finances, work, creativity. You're looking at where exactly you want to put your energies and what deserves your energy, because you're now more knowledgeable about yourself and about what really makes you tick. You're definitely taking back the power. And wherever you feel like you've given your power away, or wherever you feel like it's been diluted, so you're taking time to say, you know what, I'm actually quite powerful. Let me just step back, assess what I bring to the table, assess where I am allowing my power to show and where I'm not. And I feel some of you may be dealing with Aries energy as well, but not necessarily. I also feel that many of you are going through some very dramatic changes. There are dramatic changes coming up. When this comes up for me, I know from experience, your lives are about to change dramatically in such a good way. This may have come up in the reading I did last night, just breezing through the star signs, but you're definitely about to change. Like in a couple of months' time, Taurus, you can be like, sunshine, my life has changed so much. You have no idea. And they're like, yeah, Spirit did say something dramatic was coming up. What's calling in this dramatic change is you changing the way you view life, your situation, and everything. And yes, some of you are feeling a bit sad because of the changes. It is possible to mourn a situation even if it wasn't good for you. And I feel you can be moving on from that energy, and there's some unexpected good news coming your way that's really going to make you so happy and excited. Now, Taurus, I feel that you've had a lot of burdens, you know, you've had a lot of responsibilities and maybe very limited resources to make everything happen, but you've been able to make things happen despite your limitations. But someone's been spying on you. Someone's been very sneaky, sneaky and toxic. Sneaky, toxic energy. Someone trying to spy on you, someone even trying to use some sort of dark magic in some cases to find out what you're doing. Perhaps you're sleeping and you have a dream and someone's asking you, oh, what are you now planning to do these days? And you're like, oh, no, I'm doing A, B, C, D. And the minute you say it, you find that the progress becomes a lot slower on the things you're working on. So you've been burdened by some unnatural circumstances, and also some sneaky behavior. When people spy on you, you feel the energy behind you, whether you're consciously aware or not. It kind of like drains on you, and that's an energy that some of you have been feeling. And perhaps there's been some very abrupt conversation as well, when someone's like, oh, you think you're working so hard, what exactly do you bring to the table? And just very blunt communication. You're kind of like, oh, laters for you. Bye, Felicia. If you don't appreciate what I'm bringing to the table, I'm moving to my happiness, because I see you moving to a happy home. Wow. You're no longer thinking about the past, Taurus. You've healed from the scars that you got along the way, and you're now moving to more stability and happiness, a good community. And for some people, it's a dramatic change. You're dramatically cutting off people who've held back your progress. You're getting good news concerning children, though. Maybe there's a birth in the family, someone is pregnant. And for some of you, you're using your intuition concerning your children. Spirit is telling you something about your children, about how you need to bring them up, or what elements you need to bring into their life, or what elements are not good for their life. And you're listening to your intuition concerning that. Tell me more. What else does Taurus need to know? Well, some doors are definitely closing with a bang somewhere in someone's life, with a dramatic parting. When I say drama, I mean drama. There's going to be some dramatic parting for just a couple of the Taurans listening here. Someone's moving away from something because they want their life to transform, and they're going to be more independent. I see a lot of financial independence that's coming on the back of expansion. Expansion. Expanding your target market, expanding your products, expanding the way you're communicating with people, communicating on many different platforms and all of that. Though, as you're doing that, there might be some spiteful characters out to cause trouble for you, because we did mention the drama, and we did mention the way that someone was not happy, the way you're confidently moving forward. Tell us more about this character. For some of you, it's a marriage you're leaving, or something that's gone on for a very long time that's almost described as a marriage. We often hear of people being married to the job. So maybe someone who's been married to the job is leaving that kind of a situation, and someone is just trying to dampen their spirits because they can see how much confidence this person is moving forward with. Let's see, how are we moving forward to the future? Okay, I've got the number 555 that's come through in this reading already. So changes are coming. I spoke about dramatic changes. I've used the word dramatic about 2 or 3 times already in this reading alone. Your spirit guides are coming through to give you revelations and enlightenment about how you can move forward from a very dramatic situation where there were all these swords. And you're like, no, I'm not leaving these swords behind. I'm going to take the experiences with me. I'm going to remember that you tried to stick me in the back with your sword. I'm not going to forget that in a hurry. And your grandpa, your great-grandpapa is coming to you and saying, child, take the lessons. We need to move to calmer waters. This is how you do it. You need to make a decision, make a judgment call, so that an outstanding problem that you've had for a very long time in your life, I'm hearing 13, someone's had a problem for 13 weeks or 13 months or even 13 years. For a few people, it's been for 13 generations. 13 is a 1 and a 3 comes down to a 4, so you're moving to more stability as you make your decisions. I see you're making a judgment call, and there's some necessary changes that have to come through. But when this comes through, there's a new awakening, because once an angel appears, the situations are going to change. It won't remain the same. These were all below the surface, but they've changed because Archangel Gabriel came in with the Akashic records, blew his trumpet on a situation, made a judgment and said, you know what, not for God's child, this situation will not carry on the way it was. Changes have to come in, and Spirit is helping you to make those changes. Tell me more. Oh, someone's moving towards love. Their love is coming in, and there's going to be a cause for celebration. And even though you may have been feeling left out in the cold, feeling very conflicted about this love and about whether you should celebrate this love, Spirit is saying, you know what, just move forward with strength and confidence, and believing that God, your ancestors, your spirits, your mer people, your ancestors, all of that, they're bringing about some very positive changes in your life, because things cannot carry on the way they were before. Taurus, let's see what oracle messages we get for you. What's your spirit guides want you to know? What advice there is from Spirit? What does Spirit want you to know in the month of May, or what is left in the month of May? Okay, someone who's taking care of their looks, their appearance. You wanted to change maybe your hair, get some tattoos or whatever, get some piercings, change the way you dress, the way you appear to the outside world, and you're like, you know what, I need to look different because I'm confident. I want to feel confident, and I'll feel more confident once I visit that hair salon, that beauty spa, that wellness clinic. Big shout out to Lotus Wellness Clinic as well, where we added. And as you look more beautiful, you're making new friends, you're attracting different friends to you. They're like, wow, you got that, and I also like that. Oh, you're into this kind of dressing, I also like that. And Spirit is asking you to be honest with yourself. Come on, it's your birthday month. It's the least you could do for yourself. Be honest with yourself about a situation that you've not really wanted to acknowledge as it truly was. Maybe some of you haven't wanted to acknowledge that the past is over and something new is coming in. So you found yourself going to the default behavior, default responses, the responses that used to feel comfortable to your comfort zone. But Spirit is like, no. There's no comfort there anymore. Move forward into the future because change has come. So perhaps you're being honest with yourself a bit more about that, and you're definitely rising above your problems and seeing a different perspective. I feel that someone who's listening to this message is very spiritual. You might be a healer, a reader, doing Reiki, numerology, or whatever else, but you're definitely a healer. Let me get a message for you on that. What does Spirit want you to know concerning that? Make the decision to give you the most amount of peace of mind. You might be letting some clients go because in your interactions with them don't give you peace of mind, or you might be changing your practice, changing the way you're doing things, because Spirit is trying to align you to a new level of peace after your ascension, after your upgrades. You're now on a new level. The other day I was just joking around with a friend of mine and saying, you know what, people talk about ascension and upgrades like it's going to the hair salon, like, oh, I just went and got my new light codes, I got my upgrades, I'm moving on to a new level, Spirit is teaching me so many lessons, and I've closed the karmic cycles, and I'm moving forward, and they make it sound all airbrushed. And is that really how it is, guys? Drop me a comment, let me know if that's how your ascension has been, because Lord knows mine has been nothing like that. Okay, so for my healers, my seers, yeah, you see my baby in the background there. Spirit is saying that you're letting go of something that has been very toxic for you, maybe in a toxic association that you have, or a toxic way that you view your gifting. Maybe you see your gift as a burden, like it stopped you from being the player that you wanted to be. It stopped you from being the freak that you always wanted to be, and you think it's standing in your way. And Spirit is asking you to drop some of those, because that is dead weight, That's dead weight. You don't need to hold on to that narrative anymore. I feel as well that some of you may be dealing with Capricorn and Scorpio energy as well. I also feel in the same vein. Tell me more. Why Spirit brought this up? Yeah, someone's been spying on you. Someone's been spying on a healer. Who does that? Come on, you're just trying to fox with a healer's brain, because a person who's spiritual, who's an empath, or whatever else they call it. Spirit is faster than the leg. Their spirit guys tell them already, someone's spying on you, someone's being sneaky, someone's trying to steal your stuff, trying to steal your, I won't say steal your anointing, no one can steal that stuff. What's meant for you will always come back to you, because you're the only one with the specific blueprint that can carry that kind of gifting in your family, in your community, in your world, in wherever you are, whatever it is. But Spirit is saying that someone is being toxic and sneaky, and just trying to find out a bit more about what you're doing, trying to just get all up in your biz. But that's going to be coming to an end, because Spirit has told you about it. They've watched you working hard. They see you working. They see the changes in your life. They see the changes in your work ethic and all of that. And they've just been spying, and Spirit is just saying, you know what? You need to deal with that stuff. You need to deal with that. Don't let this come to a rest before you've dealt with it. That's what I'm hearing. So you might need to do certain prayers of protection around you, certain cleansings. And let me see, there's something you're not seeing about the situation. What is our blind spot for the healer listening to this? You need to put yourself more out there, because you've been operating like just really quietly, and someone is trying to take your credit for your work or stuff like that. It sounds like, oh, do a reading for me, and then they go and they give someone else the exact same reading and speak as if that reading came from their own spirit guides. That's really low vibrational. And it's someone with an ego. You're doing someone who's got too much ego. It could be doing the Virgo or Leo, but not necessarily. Could be an Aries as well, but you need to be mindful of that, and you need to use your intuition as you're walking in that energy. Spirit is saying, listen to your intuition, take a leap of faith, do something different, something new. Healing is dynamic. Being a seer, a healer, a preacher, whatever it may be, is dynamic. Things don't always remain the way they were before. I see you're not feeling left out in the cold. So it looks like some of you have wanted to belong to a certain clique, and the clique has moved forward and left you behind. And the Spirit is saying, no, you don't need to feel left out in the cold. That bunch was spending half the time spying on you anyway, so you don't need to cry over spilled milk. And here you are being a boss, on top of your game, and with a lot of potential for growth and promotion. I see that coming in very strong for you, and getting messages about finances coming your way. Yeah, there's a proposal coming in. Sounds like, can we partner together? Can we work together? Can we do this together? And you're kind of like, you know what, I need to move from something that's been toxic for me. Maybe it's part of a karmic cycle that you're closing off. That's why you get those energies coming up. And as you successfully close that cycle, you mostly detach from a situation that's giving you so much pain. Someone didn't know your power. Someone didn't know just how powerful you were. And it's only now they're seeing in retrospect, hindsight is 2020. 2020, you see clearly what happened in the past, and someone is seeing clearly how some things that you told them have actually come to pass and how blessed you actually were. And they're thinking about the good old days, they're being all nostalgic and thinking about how powerful you actually are. Again, it could be some Aries energy coming up again here. Oh, a soulmate. For a particular healer, it could be your partner who's been doing a bit of spying, maybe because they feel that you're very closed off and guarded when it comes to your work and stuff like that. And you're like, no, it's not like I'm guarded. My guides come through, a channel work through, a channel energies through. So, I just do what Spirit says. The Spirit says, no, shut the door and pray. You do that. The Spirit says, no, you're not seeing this person today. You do absolutely that. Healer, there's a soulmate union coming in for you. You're about to become a power couple. I see for a particular person, you're kind of like, no, I don't want this relationship. I don't want that. But it looks like something that Spirit just brought in for you, something that was fated to happen, something that could actually make you very happy. Yeah, you need to deal with the low self-esteem. You've had a lot of low self-esteem and not believing in your power, not believing in your strength, but you're more powerful than you actually realize. And you're getting over the heartbreak. I feel for a particular healer, we're dealing with an energy that is trying to depress you and trying to make you feel like you don't have options of where to move forward and how to move forward with your work and stuff like that. But you're coming out of that energy. And Spirit is going to give you messages. Maybe you're clicking onto this message or another message or someone else's message. But Spirit is going to be talking to you. You know how Spirit can be very loud and insistent. You click onto this channel, I give you a certain message. You click onto some other reader who I've never met, and she's giving the exact same message. You click onto 3 different readers, and they're all saying the same thing, and you know that Spirit definitely talking to you, and you need to listen to all of that. You're stepping into a new world where you have a lot of power. Again, that Virgo energy is coming through, but you're stepping into a new way of healing. It's like you've got new gifts being unfolded for you. Again, Virgo energy. I might be talking to a Virgo here, or some strong Virgo in their chart. And I feel that you might withdraw a little bit from the world to just get the next downloads, the next information from Spirit about how you need to move forward. And that's going to be good for you. You are a blessing to the world, and your gifting is a blessing to you and to the whole world. So don't hide it under a table, You can't hide a candle under a table. You need to let that light shine, be that beacon of light and hope. Yeah, someone's trying to fight with a healer. That's not wise, whoever that is. They're going to end up being very heartbroken. First, they're trying to be confrontational when this came out like this. And then they end up being heartbroken because you're not as heartbroken as they thought you're going to be. You're not playing to their beat. You're not playing to whatever they want you to do. You're actually on top of your game. Again, Virgo energy coming in real strong in this reading. We have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You're on top of your game, you're on top of your finances, you're very kind and generous, and people love being around your energy, and they acknowledge and appreciate the way you're a hard worker. People often talk about it like, what, that person over there, they work hard, I've often heard them working late at night and stuff like that. People acknowledging you and giving so much respect for what you do, even in places that you're not. There's going to be happy news to do with the house, a home. Someone's getting a house, a home. or your intuition is leading you to the place where you need to be, and you're taking a pause to just reflect on how you're going to move forward, especially after you were stabbed in the back so much. Then you decide to get up, Falling down is not an option. Staying down, however, that's a choice. You're going to get back up because the worst is over. The future can be faced with more hope and confidence. They thought they left you for dead on the battlefield or the work field or whatever field it was. But you know what? There's a witness. See, you've got this deer there. There was a witness. There are witnesses who saw what happened and want to help you forward in the future because you are the magician. You are the master of your destiny, and you're able to manifest and visualize whatever you want using the laws of attraction. And it looks like you're leaning on that energy. You're remembering your power. You're remembering who you are, Taurus, in this month. And you've got everything that you need in order to succeed. You've already got the finances, the emotional balance, the intelligence. Yes, certainly. Very, very intelligent. And the creativity to make things happen in a very big way for you. And you're going to be able to get off this battlefield and manifest something brand new. That's why I said earlier on, you're looking on top of your game. And someone's like, how dare you look so good after the way I thought I defeated you? How dare you be so happy? Here you are, smiling, dancing, saying, oh, hello, good morning to everyone. What a beautiful day and all of that. When I thought I'd left you down on the battlefield with nothing to look up at. And Spirit's like, no. That's not how we roll. That is my child, and I'm not going to allow him or her to be depressed. I'm going to raise her up in due season. And you know what? Taurus season is due season for you. Yeah, you're really conquering that toxic energy around you. And a lot of you are going to be traveling and taking action towards things that will make your life very happy and fulfilled. And offers are coming in left, right, and center. Some of them remind you of your childhood and stuff like that. You might have a choice between two places, but Spirit is saying whatever you choose, you're okay. Spirit guides are waiting on the other side of whichever decision you take. And karmic justice is coming. Your spirit guides are ushering in a brand new world, a brand new cycle. Taurus, I may have said this earlier on, your life is about to change dramatically. So much that you might not even recognize. You wake up like, I'm living the life. Living the life. Go on and live your life. Oh. Yeah, you're living the life. And some cycles are done. Your spirit guides have ushered you into a new cycle, and dramatic, beautiful changes are coming for you. In my experience, when this comes up, it's dramatically beautiful, bountiful blessings and changes that you cannot even begin to imagine. Taurus, thank you very much for joining me in this reading. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my details are down there in the description box down below. Please be sure to love, to like, to share this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Follow me over on Instagram because I do post a little bit of something almost like every day. And on the other channels that I'm on as well. Thank you very much to those who've joined me on Patreon. I'm still working on my Patreon. It promises to be some very exciting, unique stuff that you ain't never seen nowhere else before. Child, am I talking double negatives? Oh, I'm picking up someone's energy right here. I wish you love and wish you so much light and healing, and happy birthday to you, children.